I ain't watched a damn thing about the Olympics.
Me neither. And so maybe we can go from Olympics and then maybe into like the Iraq stuff because everyone's saying like as soon as this closing fucking ceremony's over, we're fucking bombing the ship.
I can't take this shit no more.
Yo. Let me tell y'all about it. Welcome to the Pot and Politics Podcast. I don't even know what episode we on, but
Right?
it's a new one.
Yep.
We doing this live shit for the first time.
This is for my fuckers who got bills overdue. This is for my
I know some of y'all
fuckers
motherfuckers
on
that broke
check
can
one,
relate to
two.
this.
This is for my fuckers never lived like a hoe. Me and you, toe to toe, I got love for the underdog. This is for my fuckers who got bills overdue. This is for my fuckers on check one, two. This is for my fuckers.
Yo, what's going down, y'all? What's happening? We are back.
Yeah.
Last time didn't work out the way I planned for it to go as far as the editing, so we're trying some new shit. Bear with us.
That's right.
I hope y'all watching.
Be patient.
Be patient. But what's up with everybody? Let's go around the room and see what's good with people today.
Who wants to start us off?
We're trying something different today. And oh boy. If y'all tuned in live, ain't no telling what the hell y'all fit to hear today. And cause you know we keep it funky and some of the shit that we be saying we be editing out and you don't get to partake. But today
Not today. You can get all that shit today.
Yeah.
it's gung ho, we ready to go. But anyway, so yeah, if you watching this live and you got some friends that want to join in and partake, and we allowing comments or what are we doing?
Well, we'll see the comments. If they comment on here, we possibly can see them now.
Yeah.
If you
I'm
comment
seeing
on
them
the
my
Facebook,
I'm seeing them. So, yeah.
so comment on somebody's Facebook other than mine, like Rocky's, Michaela's, or Jennifer's, and we will address your shit immediately. All right, I'm gonna need y'all to turn the volume down on the phone.
Right.
So.
Oh yeah.
So like we said, be patient with us. We're trying to figure
Yeah,
out
we're
this
trying to
stuff.
figure this shit out, and we're doing it on the fly. So I mean, it's gonna be what it is.
And if someone has a problem with the way our shit go, and you got some editing skills, holla at us.
Yeah.
We got a couple dollars. We ain't broke, but we ain't let you beat us in the head neither.
And like, there's a little bit of latency. So what you say versus what we say and what we see might be a little bit delayed. I mean, I see people popping up on this shit now. So I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with the Olympics. Hockey, because you know I'm a hockey fan. I got on the Mike Marston's jersey today. That's the first black man to play for the Washington Capitals, which is my
Nice.
team.
Happy
you
Black
know what I'm
History
saying?
Month.
Happy Black History Month. And especially Layla Edwards for, Team USA getting that gold. You know what I mean? That's very, very heavy. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some new claps soon.
Ours weren't good enough.
Yeah, but that's dope though. That's dope. And the men, y'all came through today, man. Overtime, yo. Like the 3-on-3 action, it happened. I normally get, paranoid when they get down to that 3-on-3
Right.
shit, but because it ain't worked out for us before. It's never worked out for USA before, but that shit worked out today. That's all that matters. So we get to that point. Yeah, that's my big takeaway from the Olympics. I was all about the hockey. I don't really know the results for shit else though.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of some of the what is it, the luge? Well, sitting at the bar. That's the extent of my Olympics watching, was sitting at the bar. But it is always, it's nice to just hear, I like to hear the updates. I do like to kind of just kind of casually pay attention. So yeah, how about anybody else? Anybody else watching or paying
I
attention?
watch the Summer Olympics. I'm not a big Winter Olympic.
I mean, I'll be for real with you. When it comes to Winter Olympics and they say that shit is jumping, I'm just like, all right, that's just
Man, listen.
I mean, I was kind of happy to see Shaun White get back out there on the snowboard. I mean, that was dope.
Yeah, that was dope. But
But-
see, he did that for that promo for that company of his, and that dude is signing everybody. Like if your ass, damn, excuse me, but yeah, that, Neon Sunshine
said,
is
we
punching. You know, it's punching. But Shaun White is signing up, you know, all kind of snowboarders on the half pipe. Like I think he had 3 in the top 10 or some shit that was signed to him or some shit like that. Like it was crazy. And the apparel that he's putting out, I mean, it's as expensive as any other snowboarding apparel that you see out there, but his shit is like super cool. You know what I mean? Like he's got all kind of different flavors. And I mean, if I'm gonna spend $500 for a coat, you know what I'm saying, to go out in the storm with, I probably would go with that. I can't even remember the name of the brand, but look it up. It's something to do with White with his last name. I can't remember, but it's pretty decent shit. And like I said, he's giving these dudes endorsement deals, and he's signing them, you know, as far as in competition, which was pretty cool, I thought.
Yeah.
And he, you know, was out there for all the events and shit. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but I mean, like a lot of the winter events, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Like curling, like it's funny as shit. I see you out there sliding a cinder block around and a motherfucker with a damn scuds brush.
And they be brushing they fucking
Yeah,
heart out.
I'm like-
I'm talking about my man throwing his shoulder out of place.
Yeah, I'm
trying to
like,
get that.
I know that motherfucker for the floors is clean.
Damn,
he
right.
melting ice.
And I'm thinking though, like it's more rounds of curling than any other event because you turn that shit on early in the morning, curling. Lunchtime, curling. Before the main good shit that come on at night, more damn curling.
But the thing is I feel like that's like one of the more popular events for, you know what I'm saying, the Winter Olympics, even though none of us know what the fuck is going
Like,
on.
what's the point? They got these little shoes that look like little bowling shoes, and I'm guessing the little shit is like the little air hockey, you know what I'm saying, turf where you just slide smooth, because that's what they do. They start off and then they go into damn near a split. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, I'm not.
They need to come up with that for Xbox and PlayStation so I can actually
So I can
play
learn
and
that shit,
understand
right?
what the hell's going
Yeah, yeah.
on. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
And then the bobsled and shit, that was crazy. I thought the ladies on the not the bobsled. What's the other?
Skellen.
Yeah, that shit crazy. That 2-man shit. Where
Oh no,
one
that's
of them
not
lay on
Skellen.
top of each
Skellen's
other.
one where they
Yeah, on the open sled, but
Yeah.
it's 2 of them. Like one of them laying down on one of them's laying down on the back, and then another one lay on top of them, but they like stacked type
Wow.
shit.
yeah, nah.
Nah, man, they going like 75 miles an hour
That's
on an open
crazy.
sled. You out of your fucking mind.
That's crazy.
Not the
Yeah.
kid. Mm-mm. At least in the bobsled, they got some walls on them. So when
Yeah.
they smack the wall, you know, they get jarred, but they ain't
Right.
feeling that shit.
Right.
You smack into that wall and that little sled shit, that you gonna feel every bit of it. The cold and all. And I'm gonna tell y'all about that. But anyway, what y'all wanna get to? What we talking about? Let's move on.
Yeah,
kinda
I
feel
mean,
like-
I think probably what's on a lot of people's mind is probably the Epstein files. I don't know about you all, but that's really been dominating not only just like what I've been trying to like pay attention to, but just it's on my mind 24/7. Like I just can't stop thinking about it, and you know, feeling a little bit hopeful with England, you know, arresting Andrew, but also just you know wondering how that's going to play out here, if we're ever going to see any kind of justice. And just like the truth too, like the stuff that I'm seeing is so horrific and depraved and awful that I'm like, please don't be true. And like, I don't even know how you get justice for that. Like, how do you even begin to?
I mean, if
prison is not enough.
Right.
if any of that stuff that's in there is like halfway true, it just makes you think like we're some pawns up in here, because
Yeah.
if these motherfuckers out here eating kids and making beef jerky out of them, and you know what I'm saying, like parents are giving up their children just to appease these fools and for money, I'm like, what type of society do we really live in?
Right.
And the
Right.
fact that it's not like it's some random criminal organization.
Right.
This shit is coming from the top, and it's
Yeah.
coming from
Yeah.
all across the
Yeah.
world. So
Yeah.
how are we, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, how are we living day-to-day life knowing that this is going on and this is what the reality is behind the
And
scenes?
I think that's part of their plan. It was like this little drip of information. So then we slowly consume it, and then we slowly get desensitized to it. So now we're sitting around this podcast just like they're making beef jerky out of babies, and we're like, yep. Like,
All right.
what?
My point, what I'm confused about, right? And I guess is why I haven't really spoke so much to it, but every day, all day, News Nation, CNN, CNNBC, Fox News, all of them shits, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have not seen nor heard on any of the radio stations either, not one report of this cannibalism shit
Right.
that everybody's
Yeah,
reading. Like,
yeah.
ain't that supposed to be the fucking breaking news?
Right.
I mean, somebody tell me, if I'm slipping or I'm tripping. But that's what it sounded like to me. Like, I was thinking that shit would be on every channel that we would turn on, every radio station.
Because
and it's nothing.
Because the one rich guy that owns all the media is in the Epstein files.
Well,
So,
shit, it's all of them that owns all of the media.
Well,
right, it's one rich guy that owns everything, right? So
when
like,
you put it
Yeah,
that
and
way.
I think we saw Pam Bondi say that if it comes down, like everything's going to collapse, and it's like, all right, great,
Yeah,
let
that's
everything
what's supposed to
collapse.
fucking
Like,
happen.
that's
Yeah,
what's
that's
supposed
what's
to
supposed to
happen.
happen.
Fall and build it back how it's supposed to be built up
Seriously.
with good folks
Right.
doing good shit.
right.
And I mean, low key, she dry snitching. Because if you say if all of the information comes out that the whole system will fall, that tells us that there's a lot of people sitting on Capitol Hill that needs to be prosecuted.
Right.
And the fact that she couldn't even look at them was just crazy.
And didn't bat an eye.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't
Yeah.
even bat an eye.
She
Didn't even
showed
cry.
she showed her whole ass.
Yeah.
So my thing is I'm like, okay, you got up there and you showed your whole ass. You're safe right now because Trump's in office.
Ah.
You safe because he's in office. When that sumbitch is gone,
But it's also like
That some bitch is always, since we was kids, that some bitch has always been special. But continue, brother. My fault. My bad.
when his ass is no longer in office, I can promise you there's going to be a lot of motherfucking jail cells clinking, and it's going to be a lot of rich white folks this goddamn
But
going
that's-
down.
No, it's
I'm
not,
a
because
little-
he ain't gonna do nothing
right.
but put the pardons out for their asses ahead of time.
Nah,
No.
that's
That's all
he gonna fucking do.
No,
He not gonna be able to do that this time. You might think you're going to pardon them, but let motherfuckers find out Pam Bondi was cooking motherfucking nigglets in the fucking kitchen and see what the fuck
Right,
goes
right.
on.
I mean, my
Literally nigga
concern,
pie.
my concern is like there's the judges, the district attorneys, all these people that are supposed to hold these people accountable and arrest them. They're involved too. So like we can't even count on like judges and like people who hold them accountable to be held accountable because they're involved too. So it's like
Right.
we literally like I think that's part of the holdup is like we're not seeing any charges because shoot the magistrate and all the people that have to do the charges, they're involved too. So like, and maybe not all of them are involved at like the deep levels of cannibalism and all that. I think there was probably different layers of like, some of them were just going to Epstein Island to have sex with kids. And that was what they were into. Like, I don't think maybe all of them were doing all of that, but like the fact that some of them were.
I think all of them was. That's why Elon was so adamant that he was trying to get on the island. He wanted some. God damn, bro! Like how like what the hell would make you as a grown ass billionaire who could have any woman that you want
Right.
to mess with a child? Like what the fuck
Right.
is going on? But I mean, to give you some perspective on how serious this shit is and how serious they know it was, Trump said, "I'm giving y'all motherfuckers aliens." Anytime a motherfucker
And you
brings
said
up
that shit earlier. The fuck, y'all
I
remember,
said
you know
it
when
on
he fucking
every
said
show.
that shit? Yeah.
I've said it on every show. Anytime a motherfucker goes, he's like, God damn, I can't. It ain't nothing. Short of legalizing weed, and that ain't gonna appease nobody. That's just
It'll
gonna
appease
stimulate
me.
their mind.
It'll
I gotta
appease
give
me.
them something
It'll
really to
appease
think
me.
about. I basically gotta tell them, ain't no God. We got proof of aliens.
Right.
That's the only way we're gonna change their mind.
And
And Obama had been on the podcast a couple days before Trump did the thing, telling us it was true anyway. So, like,
See-
I don't need Trump's information. Obama already told me that it was true.
I thought for sure that this motherfucker was just trying to up Trump. I mean, excuse me.
Obama.
Up, yeah, I thought he was just trying to up
Right.
Barry, you know what I'm saying? Because But he can never up Barry.
Exactly.
Like, I don't even know what I was thinking when
But
I
I mean,
thought
the
that shit
thing
when I
is
thought
he
it.
tried to use it as an excuse. Oh, now, see, sometimes you got to read the motherfucking tea leaves. Because Trump inadvertently admitted that there was aliens, even though Obama suggested that there was aliens. Because Obama said, yes, I believe, he basically said, yes, I believe there's aliens. The universe is too vast to think that we are the only ones that are, you know what I'm saying, in this universe. Trump said, well, he gave out classified information. He's in some trouble. He made a big mistake. Well, motherfucker, we didn't know that he made a big mistake because he didn't confirm anything. He basically just said what I would say is a goddamn logical individual.
Right.
Right.
There's a higher possibility of there being alien life than there is not.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
basically
Right.
what he was
Right.
saying.
Right.
But your dumb ass, Mr. I'ma steal all the motherfucking files from the goddamn Pentagon and keep them in my fucking house and not tell
Bathroom.
nobody. You the one that went out here and said, oh, he told classified information. Well, motherfucker, you privy to it. So if you tell us that it's classified, that aliens exist, then we supposed to believe, yes, aliens exist. And
Right.
your dumb ass was the one that goddamn told us. So tell me who was the one that goddamn violated national security. Was it fucking Obama or was
Right.
it you? Because
Right.
Obama suggested something. You confirmed it.
Right.
And who are we trusting more?
Yeah,
To
and I hate to be biased with my black ass, but I trust Barry more than I trust Donald Trump.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
definitely trust Barry. Barry's my guy. I like Barry. Well, shit. All right.
Yeah. But anyway, getting back on track.
Yeah, back
Epstein,
on track with Epstein.
eating kids and making beef jerky out of them, then putting them in sulfuric acid to dissolve the fucking
Yeah.
bodies and shit. Like, I mean,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and just like listening to like, just like some of this testimony, like the limo driver. Like one of the things that really upset me was like listening to the limo driver's testimony. Did you all hear about that? Like he was just a limo driver.
Oh, yeah.
For
Yeah, I
Donald
heard
Trump.
about that. Yeah.
And he reported that shit to the FBI.
Oh,
This limo
shit.
driver was listening to Trump making a call to Jeffrey Epstein talking about like raping this little girl. Like the limo driver told the FBI he almost pulled over and beat the shit out of Trump. And I'm like, can you imagine?
So
how
he was
the
raping
change-
the girl in the limo?
No, he was talking about
talking
it.
talking about it on the phone to
Oh.
Jeffrey Epstein. And so, like, can you imagine the change of history if that limo driver would have just, like, literally
Took the charge. Took
and,
the charge.
and killed him and
Right.
beat like how different the world would be. But anyways, what I like the trauma that limo driver expressed of having to like listen to that, knowing he couldn't do anything, knowing all these things, having to hold that for all of these years. He went and reported it to the FBI, and nobody did anything for a decade. And like, think
Somebody
of
got
like,
to eat that.
right.
I would love
Think
to
of the
know
shit that poor
who actually
limo
took
driver
them
has been
reports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody should really fucking eat that. That's crazy.
And that's why I'm like, that's why it's so hard to get anybody to be held accountable.
Right. And for me, like, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but, I had told everybody after, the election, I was like, there's a reason why Trump was pushing so hard for the Supreme Court to give the president immunity to things. And, like, now we're seeing all this. I'm like, he didn't really want to be president. He just wanted to be immune. He knew stuff was about to
He
come
ain't
out.
wanna go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we thought it was just going to be like, I don't know, smaller, like,
Right.
like some
no.
financial crimes.
These motherfuckers eating people. Like
never
I didn't
could've-
think it was
never
going to
could
be
have
no
imagined this.
bullshit like this.
Yeah.
But I
Never.
was like, there's going to be some stuff that comes out. But I mean, this is Jerky
Yeah,
Gate.
yeah.
Right.
so
This is some new stuff.
yeah, like so the richer you get, you come up with shit that you just, it's nothing else to do. So,
Well, so-
okay, so we gonna rape little young girls and then fucking eat them.
Well, so this was all part of their plan of like extending their lives. So if you look at what Jeffrey Epstein was doing, he was surrounding himself with really smart like scientists that were involved in like how to, expand and extend your life, like, drinking blood and that kind of stuff. So like I don't like part of me is like they were so like brainwashed, they thought what they were doing was like godly, like what they thought they were like doing something that would extend their lives and make them like immortal. So like I think that's a whole nother like when you think of your neighborhood pedophile,
Yeah.
like and let's be honest about that. That's a conversation we should be having too, is like the fact that we all have a relative in our family that has, you know, been accused of these kind of crimes, and we all know these stories, and they're, you know, very prevalent in our society day to day, right? Like,
Right.
how often? Every day, right? You open the paper or you turn on the local news, and there's a story of somebody being arrested for child pornography. So it's not like it's uncommon for, you know, pedophilia and child pornography.
Yeah, and that
But
shit
like,
every week. Speaking on
Yeah.
that, because I look at them recently booked shit and whatnot, and I only look at Stanton, Augusta County, and Waynesboro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And every week, it's at least one.
no,
Right.
I'm
So you got a
it
fucking
is.
point there. It's at least one every fucking
It
week.
is.
And my thing is, where's all the? I mean, I might be thinking outside the box too much, but where the fuck is all this child pornography coming from anyway? You know what I'm saying? For it to be that many, and this area is small as shit.
Well, that's like sex trafficking. So like sex trafficking is huge. So once, you know, you traffic a kid, you can make. Anyways, that's we can not like let's not go down that path. But yeah, I think like we need local justice. You know, of local survivors of child sex abuse. I think it needs to be a revolution in this country and in the world. Like this maybe will, you know, when we talk about like child brides, like that's. I don't remember like what it is in Virginia, but like I think maybe at 15 with your parents' permission you can get married, or maybe it might be 16. But you know, like we need a whole revolution of like how we treat children in our country and in our society. I think, and maybe this is the beginning, you know, of children having rights and us valuing that. And
Well, I mean, it really doesn't matter if children have rights, because when these type of heinous crimes are coming from the top,
right, exactly,
there's
right.
yeah. And I mean, it could actually, like, let's put my conspiratorial hat on. It could be fucking deeper than that, because everybody knows that Jeffrey Epstein's whole thing was he was trying to extend his life. Like he actually paid for programs to do, I guess, cell therapy or whatever the hell he was doing.
Right.
So who's to say that they weren't using these kids that come up MIA and go missing
Right.
for organ harvesting?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
you 65 years old, your heart about to, you know what I'm saying, explode. So what's the easiest thing to do? Find a kid that, you know what I'm saying, is your blood type.
There's an email from Bill Gates to Jeffrey Epstein. How do we get rid of poor people? Imagine where that discussion went outside of that email.
Right.
And do they have the records of that email? Because I'd like to read that shit.
It's probably in the damn Epstein files.
But that's the thing. I think a lot of these emails happened, and then those discussions happened in person.
Right,
So like
right,
Bill
right,
Gates
right,
just
right.
emails
Yeah.
Jeffrey like, "Hey, blah blah blah. Love that torture video." That wasn't Bill Gates. If somebody else was like emailed, "Love the torture video." That's all the email that we have, because then they take that conversation in person. You know?
But the thing is like Epstein was keeping detailed records, so it's probably a record of the conversation somewhere.
See,
He's
that's
probably
what I'm
recorded
thinking.
it.
That was more of my question. Like,
Yeah.
And then another thing, I mean, not being green either, but ain't no bodies popped up yet. Like, where the fuck are the bodies? Did
That's
you
what the
eat
Buried in-
sulfuric
all of them?
That's
They
what
ate
the,
all of them?
No, that's what the sulfuric acid was for.
And
they had a
Trump.
sulfuric acid. They had a truckload of it.
And Trump having his own properties, like, right? Doesn't he like? There's stuff in the Epstein files of Trump wanting to buy grave sites and graveyards, and then he had his own wife buried on his own property, his golf
And
course.
Mar-a-Lago for a tax break.
So like that stuff is already happening. So he's already kind of doing that stuff. So like,
You know that woman. That woman's ghost probably running all through Mar-a-Lago. bro.
Right.
She
Yeah.
probably
The
turning
day
every
before-
bed over in that
Damn.
some bitch.
day before she's supposed to testify, she falls down the stairs. Come on. Who the hell gets away with this? Like, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I keep thinking I'm in a coma and this is just a dream, and it's just like the craziest thing I can
I'm
think
telling
of.
you,
It's
but,
not.
like,
It's fucking real.
I'm telling y'all, what's to happen is we fucked up in life. We missed the rapture.
yeah.
God damn.
We'd have left
Damn,
behind.
So I ain't shit. I ain't shit.
We'd have left behind.
All right, so look, so we gonna do something new, man. The video gonna keep rolling. So if y'all live with us, y'all might be able to hear something. We gonna be whispering so y'all bitches don't hear us. We love y'all anyway, but we gonna take a break, and when we come back, it'll be straight into the daytime. I run VA.
Jesus King. I run V8. Sean Jesus King.
You are now wrecking with that hard boy, leave you scarred, boy, laying face down in the yard, boy. You're just a yard boy, about to get mauled, boy. I lock like a pit bull, no stick and prime my jaws, boy. I'm the king of the jungle like a lion. You trying, G's, you dying. I'm selling, you buying. Stop your blood clot crying. I'm grinding, hard supplying. The streets with that raw diesel, that lethal, that real ghetto gospel. Don't make me cock back and pop you. It ain't hard to stop you. I'll drop you right there where you stand. Damn right, I'm that man, so please understand. The life ain't about that punk shit. Yo, I dump quick, you get slumped, bitch. Sean G's a pimp. You a trick, always talking slick. Until you hear the shells leave the clip. This is not a game, nor a battle, this is war. I throw 9 shots, there go 9 bodies laying on the floor. Now come meet your maker, I'm fit to do my thing. We the life gang and I am king of Virginia, nigga.
I run V8. Sean Jesus King. I run V8. Sean Jesus
Now I can't sleep at night cause my mind starts to working. Puffing on a cigarette, I feel the evil lurking. Praying to God, cause see, death is what I flirt with. But when you young, you thuggin', you ain't got much more to work with. So of course I'm gon' grind cause I gotta get mine. I'm just trying to fill my stomach, I care less about the shines. I ain't stressing about tomorrow, I'm stressing for the day. I don't never relax, dog, I'm always chasing my pay. Then these niggas wanna test me, man, they pop big shit. Like they really wanna test me, man, they get rock quick. Look here, I'm God's gift, quick to leave 6 in your shit. Go in your pocket, take your loot as I dip out with your bitch. Player, just feel me until the day the ghetto come kill me. I'ma be on the block hustling hard to get filthy. I'm loving the loot the same way I'm loving my group. I ain't Seagull, but I'm spitting the truth. Huh? I'm melting the booth. These other rap cats is fruits. I'm calling my shots.
Whoa.
Like Babe Ruth. I'm destined for fame as long as I'm spitting hot flames.
When I'm gone, y'all gonna remember my name, and I'm the king, nigga. And I can say that because that's my track. Y'all remember that. Anyway, welcome back to the Pot and Politics podcast. I'm still your host. I smoke weed. We are still live on. I think it's on the fucking YouTube. It might have been on the Facebook too. I'm not sure where we.
Yeah,
live at.
it's because I got it on Facebook.
So
if you watching it,
YouTube, right?
share it so your friends and shit can watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like the more people we get discussing, the higher it's gonna get. We reading y'all's comments too.
And y'all know we dope. Like y'all know we dope for real. Like come on, man, fuck with us.
We try to keep it lit.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
something. You
The
know what I'm
blunt,
saying?
too.
We smoke. We doing good over here right now.
But yeah.
So let's talk about that strain of that day. And Jen got that information. It's from Squid Ponics. Yeah.
All right. So we are smoking on some Neon Sunshine today. And like you said, it's from Squid Ponics. And so I'm just getting this from the internet from Leafly. So this is a hybrid. Its top effects are creative, energetic, and happy. Its top flavors are diesel, lemon, and citrus, which I don't know if I necessarily tasted any of that, but that's all right. Neon Sunshine is a weed strain from the Washington breeder Exotic Genetics. Neon Sunshine is a cross of the strains Skittles and Falcon 9. I don't understand where these people come up with these names. It's hysterical to me. Neon Sunshine is a modern strain from the 2020s with extremely high THC flavor and gorgeous look. Neon Sunshine is new to Leafly, so leave some review on how it grows, smells, and looks, tastes, and feels. Oh, so that's interesting. Like, I do find that interesting about. I would love to have. So, if anybody's out there that knows a lot about strains and how these things are bred and crossbred, I would love to learn more about that. So, we'd love to have you on the show if you're interested. But this says positive effects are creative, energy, happy. Negative effects are dry eyes, which is interesting. 33% of the people who have tried this have said that it helps with stress, anxiety, and 22% of the people who have used it says it's helped with depression. So that's interesting. Again, these are just things from the internet, so we are not medical professionals telling you that this is going to cure your anxiety or depression, but it may help you.
I mean, I think myself it'll help you out a little bit. I'm happy right now. I'm happy. You know, Rocky, I can already tell. You know, the contact phase is like it's touching.
It ain't got me
eyes.
talking stupid yet, but
It's touching his eyes.
we'll
though.
get there.
Yeah, because you know I'm about to spark a whole nother stick up.
Yeah.
You know, and get with it.
Need that shit that we had last time.
Speaking of which,
I'm mad
we
as
might as
fuck
well
about that one.
discuss that shit while we are here.
Let me
Listen,
pull that up.
Queen, that was from Queen City, right? Queen City Grow. Listen, Queen
Yeah.
City Grow I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna look in the camera. I apologize because the episode was supposed to come out, but
And that fucking episode was lit.
it will come out. It will come out eventually, just to be in the archives. But
Yeah, good. Okay.
the editing shit, we having some problems with it. Like I said, but this shit right here is kind of fun too. So either or.
Yeah.
But not to step past that. But that weed was good
So,
as
yeah.
I didn't. I don't
bitch.
smoke. Like, I mean, full transparency. I don't smoke. But being as that I'm sitting at this table, I'm obviously gonna catch a contact. The
Every now and
contact that
again.
I came from that motherfucking nigga. Yo, boy, I had my tin hat the fuck on with lightning bolts coming out that jump.
That's awesome. I feel like anything I read now is not going to compare to that review. So last week we smoked on Queen of Diamonds strain from Queen City
Grow.
Grow.
Yeah.
So that is an indica dominant hybrid spread created through crossing tasty Bubba Whip and MMXX at 18 strains, whatever. This tasty bud is perfect stony nighttime treat for an evening when you feel like dozing but can't seem to get there on your own. The flavor of Queen Diamonds is one of the for the ages, blending together sweet, creamy vanilla with a bright lemony citrus and a hint of savory dank in each and every toke. The aroma takes up a level with a flowery lavender diesel effect that's accented by sweet, skunky dank and a touch of spicy vanilla. The Queen of Diamonds high will settle quickly, filling your mind with a lifted sense of gentle happiness that wipes the mind clean and leaves you in a place of heady bliss. This effect will soon become heavy and stony, leaving you utterly sedated and unable to do much except dozing.
That shit was
right.
Yeah.
Thanks to these long-lasting effects and its high average 20 to 23 average THC level,
Which I think I don't think that's correct. I
gotta
think
be
it's much
higher
higher
than
than
that.
that. Yeah.
Queen of
Much higher.
Diamonds is often said to be a great option for those treating more experienced patients suffering from conditions including chronic stress or anxiety, chronic pain, depression or mood swings, headaches, nausea, insomnia, and eye pressure or glaucoma. This bud is long, pepper-shaped olive green nugs with a vibrant blue-green undertones, dark purple leaves, and thick dark orange hairs, and a frosty coating of tiny purple white crystal trichomes. So yeah, that's a new strain. So hopefully you'll be able to find that where
And
you
it
buy your
smell
seeds.
Oh, it smells beautiful.
Yeah, and again, but yeah, again. For those growers out there, if you're growing at home and you have something that you feel like you want to come on the show and talk about, share with us and have us rate and review. We would love to have you. So reach out to us.
We still taking, all kind of submissions.
Yeah.
But I do got to remind y'all again, don't give me no poop. Because if it's poop, we going to tell you it's poop.
But also, I do want to say, for the new growers out there, you might have something that's not really great, but you're proud of it and you still want to share. Or you just want the learning experience. Because honestly, as a very early grower myself, just having that experience of having somebody give you feedback is good too. So even if you're not doing that great of a job of growing the greatest weed and you just want to come on and, talk about it and talk about your grow, that's all right too.
Right. So let me go ahead and throw the applause. Here's our corny applause. For both of y'all. It was two great strains. I'm pretty high right now and was like that before I got there. And with that being said, we've got that out the way. Hey, Rob, you want to go to some of the comments? Can we address some of the comments? I'm hoping that you can see all of the fucking comments.
Yeah, I see him.
I can't see any of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Butch Chandler, obviously, he bored. We need to spice it up for him.
Oh, what'd he say?
He gave one of them right there.
He gave
bored.
He gave one of them, but he wanted to be on the show though, and I know he don't think he was gonna make it no better.
I don't even know the dude. Teresa Sheffy Ware said, and how DEI of Trump to believe he would be the alpha in the wild, stupid MF. I mean, he's got himself convinced that I think he feels like he's a superior being to everybody else. And I'm like, bro, you can't even read off a damn teleprompter, brother. Like, you read like you got a third grade education.
Yeah.
And you out here telling people you 6'3", 225. If you 225, motherfucker, I must be down 202. Because I know I'm 6'3", and my ass is about 305.
He's a big guy. He's
Yeah,
a big guy.
and he look bigger than I do.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as
But
tall.
yeah. Nah, if he's 6'3", we the same height.
Damn.
But DK Metcalf is also 6'3", 225, and he don't look like no damn DK Metcalf.
No, not at all.
So,
No,
yeah.
he doesn't.
So, what do you all think about the tariffs and like the Supreme Court saying that he didn't have any right to do that? And what do y'all think about that?
So, all right, this is my question. They said he don't have any right to do that. Does he have to get all the money back?
Right?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we already got money from the tariffs. So what happens to that money? Does he give it all back? And if he gives it all back, who pays for that?
You're right.
Because ain't no telling where it went.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we all knew that the tariffs thing, and I feel like that's why he ain't been making that much noise about it here lately. Because there for a while, the only thing you heard about was tariffs this, tariffs that.
Right.
I'm gonna hit this country with 110% tariff. Okay, motherfucker, your math ain't mathing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't been on the tariffs thing for a while.
Yeah. Although, did he announce today he's now like doing 15% tariffs for everyone now? I saw that had BBC on the news this morning that he announced new tariffs. So I don't know if he's just not listening to the Supreme Court, or which is not surprising
Well,
either. But
he ain't never really
Well, the
listened to
thing
shit.
is he thinks that the Supreme Court is against him, and like, motherfucker, you the one to put him in there.
Exactly.
Them's your peoples.
right.
Handpicked.
So yeah, you picked them. I mean, obviously, if the people you pick don't agree with you, maybe you really might be fucking up.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, think of everybody, like, just day to day. And I don't have any Trumpers in my life anymore, so I don't know. But I keep hearing that a lot of people have started to, like, kind of change their mind about Trump. And then people have said, like, Trump wouldn't win the election if it was today, because a lot of people are, really upset about the Epstein files, but also their groceries, the gas, everything is still super high, cost for people. The cost of living is still so high for people that I do wonder, is MAGA starting to change their mind? Is MAGA starting to turn around? What do y'all think? What are y'all hearing? Do you have any MAGA people in your lives?
I seen VP Harris's niece Mina, because I follow her on Instagram, and she had posted a couple messages from people who were Republicans and said that they wish they could take their vote back. They didn't know that Trump was going to be this bad when they voted for him, and how they wish
Yes,
they
they
could
did.
do
They knew
right.
that.
But it was just, I guess, nice to see that some people are changing their mind. I mean, a little bit too late, but still.
Right.
This is gonna sound crazy, but I actually do hope that he changes something to where he can run for a third term, because that means that Barry's gonna run.
And Barry will
And
smoke his
If,
boots.
if
Oh my
you
God.
want to see
That'd be
how,
amazing.
if you want to see how fast MAGA has flipped, let Barack Obama run against Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to flip no polls
Trump's not gonna
and
survive.
cheat
Like,
this
he's
one.
not gonna be alive.
Because I can guarantee you that will be a landslide. You would have motherfuckers been out of prison for 50 years, ain't never even thought about voting, didn't realize they had voting rights, going to run and get their voting rights back to vote.
Yeah.
So yeah, if he want to be stupid and try to run for a third term like he talking, I mean, you always see these shots in the White House of these Make America, these MAGA hats with Trump 28 on it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and press your luck.
And he's
Go
not
ahead.
going to survive, right?
Yeah,
like, he's
nah.
going to die before
Well,
that.
I mean, like I told y'all, and Sean, you can go ahead and quote me on this one. I know you like saying that I predict the future.
Yes, you do.
I give him 3 months. 3 months, that dude done. I mean, he can barely walk now. He can't walk down the steps of Air Force One. Like, Melania is only coming out with him to walk his ass down the steps.
His nurse.
Because he don't want somebody else to help him down the steps,
That'd be
because
too
then it would be obvious.
Right.
So if
Right,
you
right,
watch
right.
Melania, like she's
She's
literally
holding him.
holding this
Yeah.
dude while and I mean, do
You
you
know
gotta,
she hates him, so
well,
like,
my thing
Yeah,
is,
she
and
don't
I'm
like
like,
you touching.
you got an artificial leg, bro. Like, why your knees touching? You got one knee touching the back of the other knee. Like, what the fuck is going on? Is your leg unhooked? Shit.
The hinge
But
on that
yeah.
bitch is busted.
And I mean, like, you seen get out a golf cart and it's like he got to swing his leg around. I'm like, did they amputate this motherfucker's leg some point in time?
And I think too, when it first came out, when he was talking about running for a third term, he went back and put a little clause in there because people were like, "Okay, great, Obama will beat you," and he was like, "Oh no, no, no." In the clause, it's like you couldn't serve 2 consecutive terms.
Yeah, he always gonna bend the
He
rules.
was like, "Nah, you can't
We
serve
we,
2."
Oh,
we
he
I
can move
mean,
that flag
come on,
pole.
bro.
He can
Come
move
on,
that
bro.
pole.
We know how it is with black folks. Like you always gonna set a rule, but then when it applies to us, you gonna move that goalpost so we can't partake
Absolutely.
every single time. Oh, you can run for a third time, but if you already done 2 consecutive terms,
Yeah, especially if your
like,
name
come
is
on, bro.
Obama.
Yeah,
Exactly.
hell yeah.
Which Obama gives great hugs. I want to say that was the highlight of my
You know what? I'm
God.
hating on that
Stop
shit
it.
still.
when he gave me a hug and I showed him my shirt and I was like, "I'm running for House of Delegates," and he was like, "I'm so proud of you," and I was like, "I could die today."
Oh my God.
That would have been dope.
That is amazing. I hope you dream of that moment. Like,
I go back and rewatch the video all the time. So
that's so awesome.
And I mean, that's like when you see the video of Obama when he got on the plane with all the vets that was on there. You know, a lot of those vets were probably MAGA, but they was happy as hell to see him.
Huh?
They was happy to see Barry Walker.
Everybody
Playing.
love Barry.
Everybody
You
loves
know what I'm
it.
saying? Like,
Everybody
come on,
does.
man. Even the people who be front like they don't like Barry,
Yeah.
You know you still like him.
they like Barry. You know they like
Because you didn't have people out here ready to kill your ass when Barry was in office.
right.
that's one of my favorite sports. I call it a sport. Is when I watch like JD Vance and Trump go places and they get booed, and then I watch Obama go and everyone like gives them standing ovations and stuff. I'm like, that's my favorite sport. So
Yeah. And I mean, you know that burns Trump up. I mean,
Of course it does.
you get booed in your own venue.
That's
That's terrible.
I mean,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
the
a
whole
hard
reason
one.
he ran for office for president is because Obama made a joke about him at the correspondence dinner, and he's just wanted revenge ever
Yeah,
since.
ever since. And
I mean,
it's-
the guy can't take.
I mean, like I said the last episode, Trump been cooking ever since that day.
Uh-huh.
That some bitch has, even when he wasn't president,
Yep.
he was still in the news every single day. I've
Right,
never seen
right.
anything dominate the news cycle
Right,
like Trump
yeah.
does. And I mean, I hate to say it, he dominates his show. We ain't had one show that we ain't talked about that son of a bitch,
Right.
for real.
Yeah, and see that pisses me off because I literally stay there sometimes and think about it ahead of time. Like, all right, how can we get our shit off and go, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever we feel like doing at the time, and not bring this? I can't see. He even make cocksuckers look bad, and and I'm talking about like gun runner cocksuckers, not what I'm saying, the disrespectful
Nobody
kind.
says cocksucker like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to this, that motherfucker, man. I can't think of no good words, but Kamala, that's my girl, and her favorite word is motherfucker, and my favorite word is motherfucker, and that motherfucker there. Never mind. I'm gonna just move past.
But
'cause
I mean, the thing is, it's like he knows he's about to lose the House and the Senate.
I hope like we've got to crush this.
Now, y'all two know more about government than I do. I slept through government class.
I was on my shit,
The
but
thing that he's going to do, and me and you talked about this Friday, we're going to war.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's that man.
Because
sure.
am I correct in saying you can't remove a sitting president during time of war?
Right.
Now, the
And
way
he knows if he loses the House and the Senate, his ass is up out of there. And that's why we fucking with Iran right now. I can't
Right.
even
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
why we're messing with Iran
For
right
sure.
now.
For
like
sure.
purposely,
Like we
For
got
sure.
Venezuela oil.
Yeah.
Like what do we need Iran
Right,
for? Like
right.
what are we messing with them for?
For sure.
And
Yep.
that's why he keeps saying, he's like, if we lose midterms, I'm going to be impeached. If we lose midterms, I'm going to be impeached. That's why he keeps hounding that. So
Right.
he's already speaking that.
yeah,
too.
Yep.
he knows.
Yeah.
Goodness.
But yeah, that's why it's important. Everybody has got to get engaged and get out there and vote, and we got to make redistricting happen here in Virginia, and hopefully that can really help turn the tides as well. Because yeah, we've got to do everything we can. I mean, for anybody to deny that we're seeing fascism right now, I mean, you're just living in la la land and you're not paying attention. So if you're not ready to stand up and fight and do some things that normally, yeah, I would never want to be gerrymandered and redistricted and all of that. But, these call for times that, that I am going forward and saying, yep, I'm going to support redistricting. And again, it's short, it's temporary. And my thing is, we've been talking about redistricting for a long time, making it nonpartisan. I really hope that this conversation can continue after we win this fight, that we can turn it into nonpartisan redistricting. What are you smiling about? Got you.
Cause I'm seeing rocking face over this motherfucker. Please, whatever I need to know.
Nah, I'm gonna let him get his shit off.
Who?
Huh? Your homeboy. I'm gonna let him get his shit off.
Well,
Oh, you're
speaking of
talking
redistricting, before I just,
comments.
you know, because a lot of people are like, I can't believe you support that. And I'm like, if you look at it, that's how the big, beautiful bill was able to get passed because of what they did in North Carolina and Texas. And like you said, normally I would be like, no, we shouldn't do that. But this is an administration that doesn't follow any rules.
right,
We've never
right.
dealt with an administration like this
Right,
before. So
yeah.
we have to do what we have to do.
Yeah, right. I think so too. And that's the thing. Like when you like in normal times, you would have a normal discussion and a normal debate. But the one thing I do think and value very much about the Virginia redistricting is we are putting up to the voters.
Right.
We are not saying that the elected officials get to decide this and they're pushing it through with their votes. We get to determine this. So if the voters don't want it, then the voters will vote against it. But if the voters want it, then we'll get, so like that's what I think that's the bigger takeaway from this whole entire argument and the whole fight is like, exactly. If you don't want, like, this is in our hands now. So I'm excited. I hope folks really understand the seriousness of it and get out there and vote. And early voting starts next month. So like, make it happen.
Absolutely.
Early voting starts. Damn. All right. So yeah, that's definitely early. Early enough in the game.
Yeah, and then election day is April something. So I don't remember the exact date, but yeah.
All right. What else we got, y'all?
I want to know what you guys think about Spanberger doing the what is it, like the State of the Union, like
Oh yeah.
All right.
against Trump.
I'm not aware of that.
Matter of fact, we got some other Spanberger shit to talk to, but we'll get to that first. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great opportunity, like for Virginia, to take the spotlight. That's cool.
What exactly are the details?
So the State of the Union address is coming up, and so you know how they always have whoever's the sitting president, they always have somebody in the opposing party give their statement after the State of the Union address.
Okay.
So like, the most famous one was the Marco Rubio one. I think him drinking water. That's the one I always remember. So this year, Trump is giving the State of the Union, and the Democrat, is Abigail Spanberger, our governor. So she'll be giving the Democratic
From
statement.
Williamsburg, I saw.
And so I think it's cool. It is cool that we've got the first, female governor in Virginia, and I definitely have a lot of disagreements with her policies and stuff. But I think what she's doing for, the whole, females and being in leadership positions and how that's going to, trickle into young girls wanting to run for office too. I think all of that stuff is great. And, the fact that, she's giving the State of the Union or the rebuttal is a great thing.
Okay. I love that for her. I love women. I love everything that she wants to do for women, I'm guessing. But, I need some answers. My lungs wants variety of good marijuana to smoke, and I'm going to need her to quit fucking around. And because, like, I'm hearing as early as November. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I want to hear as early as June. You know what I'm saying? Let me have a good summer.
Pass the laws, but yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Listen,
is the fact that
it don't take no
she's
time.
legalizing recreational smoking.
Let's just get to the shit.
Right.
Like, look
But
at Vegas.
the
look
thing
at California. Fuck, look at Maryland. Let's get to it. Nah, not Maryland, because that shit is garbage. Yeah, let's look at California. Let's look at Vegas. And shit, if you want to, Colorado, look, they got the shit already laid out for you. Let's do the shit like that. Let's
I
get
don't
to it.
understand how every state is different. Like, if you're going to make shit not legal in one state, make it not legal in another state. Because why is it that somebody can come to Virginia and smoke legally and get stopped by the police and not catch a charge, but you go somewhere like fucking Tennessee and you can't?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Now,
Like, we're all supposed to be falling under the same judicial system, but you got laws here that apply that don't apply here, and you know what I'm saying? They're more severe here than they're up here, and you can do this here, but you can't do that here.
My
like,
suggestion,
make all of it the fucking same.
That's exactly what they should do.
And my thing is, it's like, I ain't never been worried about a motherfucker smoking weed running into me while I'm riding down the motherfucking street. and it's
I'd be-
illegal.
yeah, I'd be more
But
worried
at
about
the
that
same
motherfucker sitting
time-
at the stop sign too
At
long.
the same time, it's at least once a damn month I see somebody was in the daggone a DUI accident.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
and
Yeah.
for alcohol. So
Yeah.
how do you have one such as alcohol that has damn near no restrictions
right.
versus one to where most of the motherfuckers that be smoking be driving 5 miles and underneath the goddamn speed limit anyway.
Because they shook. They already paranoid. They know it.
They
like
driving under the speed limit anyway.
Yeah.
Like, just go ahead and legalize this shit and stop playing around.
Yeah. I mean, part of me thinks, and I don't know, because I'm not, in the whole advocacy part of legalizing marijuana, but I do think there's maybe the reason they can't like totally go recreational is there's not enough people growing it to support that because right now, I mean, if you can only legally grow 4 plants at a time, like I just don't know, and I could be wrong. So please, if someone else knows,
Well, my
comment,
thing
but
is
I
like,
think it's the fact that like there isn't enough weed to like support a market yet because. So I think the first thing that has to happen.
Excuse me one second. Is somebody on that know the weed laws? You know,
I don't
that's
see
in
it
there.
yet.
If you do comment for us, so we know exactly what Jen is talking about.
But I think the first thing happens is the government, like Virginia, issues licenses to some people to grow a ton of weed. Mm-hmm. So, like, if I was a farmer, I could put in for a license to have that grow, a million
Did you
plants.
see the cost of?
Right.
But yeah,
It was like $5 million
right,
to do that shit.
right,
That's crazy.
And so,
Who,
like,
who got $5 million just to start up a fucking weed farm?
right. And so
But
I think
I mean, my thing
because
is
the banks
Yeah,
aren't,
they don't give money.
loaning money
but
for that.
so my thing is it all comes down to taxes because the weed industry has supported itself from the beginning of fucking time.
Right, right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, why does somebody need a dispensary to, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Go buy weed to fuck it. Like, it's some shit that, like, I don't need a fucking grocery store to eat a fucking tomato.
Right.
Here's
Yeah.
You
the
know what I'm
thing.
saying?
Here's the
So
thing.
what exactly are you trying to regulate? The only thing you're trying to regulate is it's something that we know is going to be a high profit cash crop.
Yes, yeah.
And we got to try to figure out as a government how
Yeah.
to get fucking money
Right,
out of
right,
it. So
yeah.
until they can figure out how to tax it
Right.
and tax everybody for it, it's not going to be legal.
Right.
And
But
here's
the
the
thing
thing, though,
is-
man. Like, they tax cigarettes. They tax alcohol. It's no fucking different. Please believe me. I see this shit firsthand. People who selling big quantities of marijuana would much rather pay their fucking tax and not go to jail
Yeah,
and
right,
keep pushing
right,
it
right.
than to try to do it in the street and
And
dip
be
and
able
dodge.
to-
We see it every day now.
And be able to put their money in a bank.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Like to think of how much that that could help, as well. So
I
mean,
think what I saw was a lot of it is also like, with how to tax it and all that stuff, but also like how to use that money to give back, like to the schools to do all that. So hey, like
The same way they do with the
The
lottery.
lottery.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
I
that's
don't
how
think that's
Nevada
worked out
does it.
either.
That's how
Yeah.
California does it.
right?
That's exactly how both of those states do it.
And I mean,
everybody's
the thing
happy.
is I feel like the marijuana industry could be so profitable.
right.
It could literally,
yeah.
it could literally, it could literally start a new industrial revolution like cotton did.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I mean, plain and simple.
Yeah,
if
for
they
sure.
would actually market marijuana the same
And
way
hemp.
that they do, marijuana and hemp, the same way that they did, let's say, flour,
Right.
sugar.
Okay.
If you market it the same way, I guarantee you, and we could lead the world in it.
But
you know
you
what
know
I'm
why
saying?
that's-
Absolutely.
We would that would be the new fucking era of fucking industry in America.
Like I take it like this. I don't know who the actual bottling company or distributor of St. Ides, right? But if you go to Cali and Nevada, shit, it's probably another 2 states that I've seen it. But St. Ides has got THC drinks, you know what I'm saying? And they start anywhere from 25 milligrams up to like I think 150 milligrams, like and they hit, you know what I'm saying? And they're at affordable prices. It's like maybe if you get a 100 milligram drink, it's like $12 or some shit like that. I know I was drinking when I was out with the West Coast. I was drinking like 2 or 3 of them bitches in a day, and I'd be fucked up all day. You know what I'm saying? Like for the cheap. So you can't say and tell me that it's not profitable for the alcohol companies as well. These motherfuckers have just gotta open their mind.
Well,
You know
so
what I mean? Like
the alcohol industry is already seeing a huge decline. Young people are not drinking the way that
'Cause
the
nobody
older
want that
generations. They don't want that poison. So like the alcohol industry is already struggling as it is. So like that's a whole nother issue. But I do think if and when you do really see the recreational weed and all of that market really explode, you're going to see a steep decline of people wanting to drink alcohol. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I get that it's a different vibe, drinking and smoking, but and people are still going to want to go out wine tasting and go to the bars because that's still a good time. But I do think you're going to see, and I think that's probably part of the pushback is, the alcohol lobby industry is probably lobbying the crap out of our elected officials.
Oh yeah.
The pharmaceutical companies, think of how many pharmaceuticals are going to go out of business if everybody could smoke weed, And that, I think people would look to that as another avenue. So
Write
the
me a prescription
pharmaceutical
for a
companies
certain
is-
strain for what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
research is
stop
being the
pumping
fuck
this-
done.
Stop pumping this full of poison. Don't nobody need no fucking goddamn
But that's-
Zoloft, no citalopram, none of that shit. Motherfucker, smoke a blunt.
This motherfucker saying some shit.
and I think that's the point of these websites like Leafly that I Google these different strains that we smoke. There are different strains for different things that you want to get, of whatever you're trying to like treat. Some of it is recreational, and if you just want to get high and watch a good movie and laugh your ass off, like that's great too, because that's actually good for your mental health. So like,
Yeah, that's mental
even
health.
though like you
Still
think
a
like
win.
you're just doing it for fun, it's actually good for your mental health. So, but for people who are looking to smoke to help with inflammation and help with insomnia and help with like these chronic things, there are strains. So you should be able to go to the doctor or go someplace and talk to someone and say, I'm looking for this, and go to a weed store and find that.
Right.
Your good weed store should have it labeled with the description of what it's gonna do for you. So hopefully that can happen, and that's what I want to see. Is it regulated to that kind of level, not regulated to like, I don't know, too much government, but I think like for the medical piece,
Yeah.
has got to be like detailed of like, this is gonna knock your ass out. So if you've got chronic insomnia, use this versus smoke this, and this is gonna give you more like euphoria. So if you're feeling down and depressed, smoke this. It's gonna give you energy and uplift you. So I think it's exciting, but we'll kind of see.
Fuck was that?
I don't know. I
idea.
heard that too. But yeah, I know a lot of people who smoke instead of taking like the prescriptions and stuff that the doctors give them.
Yeah.
So I think that's really good. And also, if you look back, hemp was our cash crop here in the area.
Exactly.
So
Oh no, marijuana has great benefits, of course, but when you think of hemp, it's absolutely ridiculous that we're not growing hemp.
right.
It could be the replacement for so many things, like like building things and making things, our clothes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I just don't understand. Is like, fine, if you are so against marijuana and people getting high, fine, I get that, like to a certain extent. But to be against hemp is just kind of crazy because, like you said, our country, that was a huge part of our beginning was hemp, and that, yeah.
And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and run into this last break, and we'll be back in a minute. All right.
I can't take this shit no more. I can't take it. I can't take this shit.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So, with everything being said, I think we had a pretty decent time today trying this new shit out. I don't know if this is the format we're gonna stick with, but it's what we did for the day.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty
If
cool.
y'all like it, let us know.
Yeah, definitely. If you like us, let us know.
Because my thing is I like reading y'all's comments. Like some of y'all's comical.
Yeah, I'm about to go back and read them shits, and I'm gonna say this. I'm not sure it was some real negativity, but can I? Should I? Nah.
No, I don't think he was negative. He
All right,
was
no.
talking his shit. Some of the shit he was saying was valid.
Yeah, well, I ain't read none of this shit yet. So we're going to see what it is and what it could be. And, like I said, if y'all like it this way, let us know. We might continue to do it this way. But, the audio will be up on the YouTube as normal. I just don't know if I'm going to link it to the video, but y'all got the video right here. So that's that. Anybody else got anything to say?
Till next week.
Yeah.
And as far as for me, I'm going to say forever shells, and I'll tell y'all about it. Peace.